Well, hello there. So glad you're here. I'm Renee with Red Orchid Travel, and as you know, we have something very special coming up. I would like to present something to you today with the help of Fernanda. She's my Star Clippers Canada Business Development Manager, and of course, we're presenting a Star Clippers trip just for you. Friends and family of Renee and Eric will be hosting this trip in 2025. It's not very far away, but I wanted you to hear all about it. And today is the day. So I would love to pass it along to Fernanda, who's going to tell us all about this great itinerary coming up. And one of the things you have to remember is this is experience travel, and you'll see why in just a minute here. So Fernanda, without further ado, I will pass it along to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Renee. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So happy to be here and talk about these unique sailing adventures. So welcome on board. Welcome everyone to Star Clippers. And you can see here, this is not a typical cruise. This is definitely a sailing adventure. And as Renee said, it's all about the experience. So we're going to learn today what makes the Star Clippers so uniquely unrivaled. Okay. And of course, this beautiful itinerary in March 2025. If you want to skip the winter and go to very nice places in the Caribbean, join Renee and Eric in this amazing adventure. So let's get started. Star Clippers. So you can see here, those are authentic tall ships, okay? We currently have 3 ships in our fleet today. The biggest one, which is the Royal Clipper, you can see here on the left-hand side, and also the Star Clipper and the Star Flyer, which are the twin stars, the 2 smaller ships that we have in our fleet. And it's all about the experiences because those are actual working vessels and you're gonna do and enjoy some unique sailing activities that you cannot do in a regular cruise. What is important to say, Star Clippers, we built our itinerary with wind chart. So in average, between 60 and 80% of the time, we are actually sailing. No motoring, no engine. So it's a completely different experience. First of all, we are green. And we say we were green before green was a trend. So we are very into sustainability. That's very important to us. And also because we're small, we go to places that the other ships do not go. So you're going to see this itinerary, for example, in the Caribbean. Maybe you've been to the Caribbean already, but not to all those very special islands that we go. And just to letting you know, during winter, we sail in the Caribbean and in Central America. And during summer, we move all the 3 ships to the Med. So we do Europe all the way from Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Croatia, Turkey, Greece, etc. And I know, you should know that Renee does amazing groups in Europe as well, sailing with Star Clippers. Something that's very important for us, it's the service. And once you're on board, you're gonna experience that. We have a personalized and friendly service. It's almost 1 crew member per cabin, which makes the service really something else. We say that with Star Clippers, you're not a cabin member, you're really a person. So the second day, they will know your first name, your last name, what would you like to drink, what you usually drink in the morning, in the afternoon, etc. So really, really a personalized and amazing service on board. You will also gonna dine very well with Star Clippers. We have an international cuisine with Michelin trained chefs, and we actually include 6 meals per day. So yes, 6 meals per day. We have an early breakfast, lunch, snack in the afternoon, dinner, and a midnight snack. So 6 meals, and they're all amazing. The dinner is a la carte, and all the other meals are buffet style. We also include water, coffee, and tea all the time. However, the other drinks are not included, okay? But the prices are very reasonable price. So yeah, the drinks are very reasonably priced, sorry. It's about $5 a cocktail of the day, $5 a glass of beer, $5 a glass of wine. It's really, really inexpensive. And because you're traveling with Renee, we have negotiated a credit on board for you. So you can use that to buy your drinks, for example, but also spa service and also shore excursions, for example. Okay. Star Clippers, it's also a very casual ambience on board. You're on vacation, so stress-free vacation. No jackets or ties are ever required, so it feels like your own private yacht. That's the idea, right? And who doesn't want to be in their own private yacht? So that's the kind of experience that we offer. This is a very important information about smooth sailing. So a lot of people, when they see our ships, the Royal Clipper or the Star Clipper and the Star Flyer, they say, wow, it looks amazing, but I'm afraid to get seasick. And I have to tell you, most likely you will not get seasick. Why not? Because sailing vessels, they sit very deep in the water, okay? And the type of movement they do is like a rocking chair. You're moving backward and forward, okay? And this movement actually calms our inner body. What makes us sick is when you go side to side. This movement makes us sick. So a lot of people, they do get seasick in big ships and they do not get seasick in tall ships. And that's why sometimes you do feel the movement, but you don't feel sick. Of course, this is it's up to every person, right? So I always recommend bring your own medicine, but most likely you're not going to need them. And again, as I said, like your own private yacht, so no lines, no crowds, and very few decisions, right? So now moving on and talking about the Star Flyer, which is the ship that is hosting this beautiful sailing in March 2025. So actually, she has the size of a football field, end zone to end zone long. So it's a massive sailing vessel. But if you compare to the other ships, we look like a toy. And we like that because, as I said, because we're small, we go to places that the other ships do not go. Okay, we have over 36,000 square feet of sails. So I just want to imagine, like, picture 36,000 square feet of sails above you. It's really, really incredible. And every night when we do the sail away, it's a very special moment. Some people do cry, actually can get very emotional because we have a special music, special lighting, and it's a very, very magical moment. Okay. Only 83 staterooms and 80 crew members. So as I said, almost one crew member per cabin, which means an amazing service to you. So here you can see more about the ship. You can see we have 2 swimming pools on board, actually. And on the side here, you can see the tenders. So sometimes we use those tenders. So sometimes we dock, or sometimes we just drop the anchor and you will be using the tenders to go in and out. Here you can see the tropical bar, the inside part, and it's a very elegant ship. So you're gonna see a lot of mahogany, navy colors, and ocean view all the time, of course. The beautiful piano lounge. We always have a musician on board. And the outside part here of the tropical bar, which is really the heartbeat of the ship, where you're gonna meet for a drink before dinner, for shore excursions, for all the entertainment, etc. And here's the very elegant library that we have on board. And we have a few books in English, French, and German. So just letting you know, if you forget your book, you will find some good options at the library as well. Here's the dining room, and it can accommodate all the guests at the same time. And as I said, all the meals are included. And here's an example of a standard cabin. Okay, so you can see here the portholes, because you are in an authentic sailing vessel. They're very comfortable. The staterooms, you're gonna have a lot of space for storage, and most of your time you're gonna spend outside, right? So you're not gonna spend a lot of time in your cabin. So you have different types of cabins. This is category 1, for example, with big window. And the categories 2 to 5, they have portholes. So you have ocean view, but through a porthole. Now, moving on to the most exciting part, life on board. So what can you do in a sailing vessel that you cannot do in a regular cruise ship? So first of all, we have an open bridge policy. And that's really exciting because the captain and the crew, they always, they love when the guests come to the bridge, and they're always welcome to talk about the itineraries, the sailings, the ships. There's a lot to tell. So you're welcome to join the bridge if you want to learn more. If you're brave enough, you can climb the mast. That's a very nice activity that we include in all our sailings. It's actually over 100 feet high, so it's quite high. But of course, you have all the safety equipment, and you have the sports team that will help you with everything. So I really recommend you. You're going to get amazing views from the ship and from the surroundings as well. You can also relax at the bowsprit. So just read your book and be very close to the water. That's an amazing place to go. And we also include all the water sports. So you have snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, etc. So you can enjoy the ocean, especially in the Caribbean. We have beach days, right? So you're there to enjoy the beach. So you can count on the sports team and you can be using all the water sports. We also have in the morning exercise classes. You can learn how to tie a knot if you want. You can take the helm with the captain's permission, of course, and you can even help set the sails. And this is a lot of fun. People usually, they say, oh, it's going to be easy. They try, they say, oh, it's actually really hard, but it's fun. Sometimes we do a competition and it's nice to try, okay? And during the evenings, we have what we call like a soft entertainment. There's no Broadway show or casino or nothing like this, but we do have some light entertainment. So we have a white night. So I always invite the guests to bring some white outfit because we're going to have a white night with a light show, which is really nice. We also have talent show. We have pirate night. Of course, you're in a tall ship, right? So it makes sense. And some other special nights as well. So there's always something going on after dinner. And here's a beautiful picture of the white night. So you can see the lights and the sails that change colors. So it's beautiful. And of course, a lot of sunrises and sunsets. And that's for sure my favorite part of the day, just relaxing, no noising, and enjoying the view. And here I just would like to share with you a quote from a past guest that I think it summarizes like all this feeling and all this experience that I talked about. He goes, there's truly no experience as thrilling as a clipper ship voyage. The sail away is magical. The food is awesome. Staff, fabulous. Once you've sailed on a clipper, you will never go back to the big ships. Sailing's for your heart and soul. So I couldn't agree more with this quote. It's really for your heart and soul. And you get addicted because we have actually over 60% of our guests that repeat the experience within the first year. So you're going to jump on this trip with Renee and Eric, and I'm sure you're going to go back. You're going to ask Renee for, oh, where we are going next. Okay. So now let's talk about this beautiful itinerary that Renee picked. So come sail away with Renee and Eric in the March 2022, March 22nd, sorry, 2025. So already next year. And it's a 7 nights, a Leeward Islands itinerary on the Star Flyer. Okay. So we leave Phillipsburg in St. Martin on March 22nd, and we are back the next Saturday in St. Martin. So it's a round trip, St. Martin, and we are going to Barbuda, Dominica, Ile de Sante, Guadeloupe, Antigua, Saint Barth, and back to St. Martin, actually, because it's the Dutch side, and we are going to talk about it. So it's a beautiful 7-night itinerary, and I'm sure Renee is preparing some pre-cruises in St. Martin, which is an amazing island. So embarkation is usually starts at 4 p.m. Okay, starts, you can arrive a little bit after, but we leave the ship departures at 10 p.m. Okay. And I don't know if you're familiar with St. Martin, but it's a very interesting island because the north part belongs to France, so which is Saint Martin, and the south part belongs to Dutch, so it's Dutch, St. Martin, okay? So it's a very different island, and you're also very close to Anguilla, Saint Barth, so beautiful, beautiful places. There's a lot of shopping, great restaurants, great, especially in the French side, French restaurants. In the Dutch side, you have casino, parties, and a lot of shops as well. So I really recommend you to go at least one day before and enjoy this island, okay? And then when you embark, it's pretty much like a hotel. You're gonna give them your passport and get your key and ready to start this beautiful adventure. And you're gonna have, of course, your first sail away, this magical moment, and set the sails. And second day, you're gonna arrive in Barbuda, okay? Barbuda is a very interesting island. It's unspoiled beauty. You're gonna spend the whole afternoon there. So from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. And we do have one excursion available. So it's called Amazing Barbuda. So you're gonna do some sightseeing and having some experiences in this island, okay? What is important to say, with Star Clippers, we do not include the excursions. So you can pick and choose. Renee will share with you all the excursions available, all the details, pricing, level of activity, etc. And then you can pick and choose. You do not have to do the excursion. You can enjoy on your own, or if you want to, you take the excursion that you wish, okay? Then day 3, we are in Dominica. So you're gonna spend, again, almost the whole day there. You're gonna arrive 11:30 a.m. and you're gonna stay until 6 p.m. And there's a lot to do. It's full of surprises. Actually, my favorite excursion here is the Love and Chocolate. So if you like chocolate as much as I do, I would definitely recommend you to do this island. They produce great, great chocolate there. And it's a very nice experience, and you got to see a lot about the island as well. So I really recommend you this one, but we also have other excursions available. So Indian River, the National Park, there's a native village as well. And of course, the Love and Chocolate, which is my personal recommendation. Then day 4, we are gonna get in Guadeloupe, actually more precisely at Ile de Sainte. So Ile de Sainte, it's a group of islands lying off Guadeloupe, okay? And it's amazing. One of the most beautiful beaches, in my opinion. I love Ile de Sainte. And we have 2 excursions available here. You can do a speedboat tour and snorkeling, which is really nice. It's a great place for snorkeling, but also the Blue Scape on a clear bottom kayak. And that's really fun. I would recommend it to do that. It's a very crystal clear water, and it's a beautiful destination to do that. So the whole day, again, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., you're gonna be in Ile de Sainte. Day 5, you're still in Guadeloupe, but this time at Basse-Terre. So I've added a map for you here. And Guadeloupe, it's a very interesting French island as well. It has the shape of the butterfly. That's what they call the butterfly island, the papillon in French. And it's a very interesting island with a lot of mountains. We also have a volcano there, so La Soufrière. It's really, really nice. And of course, beautiful beaches. So you're gonna start the day before, you're gonna do Ile de Sainte, and then going to Basse-Terre in Guadeloupe, okay? We also have 3 excursions available here, a catamaran tour. There's also Death in Paradise filming locations and a marine reserve. So Jacques Cousteau Marine Reserve, which is really nice because you have a lot of diversity in this beautiful island of Guadeloupe. And day 6, we are in Antigua. So from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., again, the whole day to enjoy. And Antigua is considered the Caribbean yachting world, right? So there's a lot the Caribbean yacht capital, I would say. There's so many beautiful yachts there. It's a very, very nice island and a lot of activities to do as well. We actually offer four excursions here. You can do kayaking as well. You can do a canopy tour and Antigua's heritage and views because there's a lot of history and beautiful, beautiful scenery, right? Beautiful beaches as well. So that's day 6. And unfortunately, the trip is coming to an end. But to finish it up, we are going to go to Saint-Barth. So Saint-Barthélemy, which is again a French island. Amazing, one of my favorites once again in the Caribbean. Very chic, very elegant. When you talk about luxury, we think about Saint-Barth. So very nice hotels, beach clubs, boutiques, etc. So it's a great place to be. You can just walk around in the Gustavia, which is the capital, the little capital of Saint-Barth, and beautiful beaches as well. And which is nice. What is nice is that we are going to stay there until 10 p.m. So from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you really have time to enjoy the destination. You can even have dinner outside in one of the nice restaurants if you want, or just have dinner in the ship and then come back and enjoy the city at night as well, because it's beautiful at night. Okay. We also have one excursion available here, sailing the leeward coast of Saint-Barth, but just enjoying walking around, get lost. It's a beautiful place to be. Okay. And unfortunately, day 8, it's the disembarkation. So we are back in Philipsburg, which is the capital of St. Martin. And you probably have seen this picture before, because it's crazy. The Maho Beach is where people go to watch all the planes, and you're actually very, very close. It's quite unique, the experience. So estimated time of arrival there, 7 a.m. So Renee for sure will organize. I don't know if you want to stay longer or not, or just afternoon, I would say afternoon, 1 p.m. You're already good to take a flight back home if you're coming back home. Okay, so 7 nights, 8 days in this beautiful Leeward Island. Of course, with Renee, she got the best for you. So you are gonna get, if you book now, $100 onboard credit per person. So as I said, you can use this for drinks, for shore excursions, for massages, and even in the shop, because we have a small shop over there with beautiful things, including this t-shirt, for example, from the sports team. So they have a lot of good stuffs, and you already have $100 credit on board. Plus, if you book now, you're also gonna get complimentary prepaid gratuities, okay? And this is worth 105 Canadian dollars per person, okay? So that's actually a big discount that you're getting now. And here is the price per person on this trip. So very great opportunity now with a lot of great amenities, because it's part of Red Orchid Travel. And I think you should join Renee and Eric in this beautiful adventure. So welcome aboard, and thank you very much. And just come sail away with us. We are waiting for you. Thank you very much, Renee.
We are waiting for you. Yes. And that pricing is outstanding. Isn't it something like 65% off the regular price?
It is. It is 65% off. So it's really, really great for,
Yes.
This is Canadian dollars. It's important to say, not American dollars, right? So great
Yes.
pricing and great amenities. Yes.
That is fantastic pricing. And I have to get me a shirt like you have. I think it's so cute.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to. Next time you're on board.
I will get one. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. We would love you to join us. You know, it's always a bigger memory when you go with others and you learn things. Everybody's doing something different. You learn from each other. You gel, you bond, you jive. Everybody has such a good time, and it's experiential travel. And someone said to me, I've been through the Caribbean already. And I said, you haven't been in a tall ship yet. You haven't seen what this smaller ship can do and where it goes and the areas it gets into where larger ships don't go. And if you're just the best sailor ever, I guarantee you it's nothing like you'll ever experience again. So we'd love you to join us. And how you do that is you contact me and I will set you up. It takes a deposit to be able to reserve your cabin, and the early bird gets the worm with the cabins for sure. Everything's double occupancy. There's only a few solos. They don't like to take solo occupancy beyond a certain date. They actually lock it up. It's only available until a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But I would encourage you to reach out sooner than later. Refundables always are the deposit's always refundable. We don't know where life takes us, but at least it's something to put on the calendar and look forward to. And there's nothing more that we would love than for you to join us. So come and experience it. It'll be Eric's first time. He's always been a little jealous when the ladies go off on Star Clippers. Men are welcome. Women are welcome. Friends are welcome. It's a family and friends trip. So, and if you can't go this time, maybe in this date, contact me and we'll set you up on another date.
Yeah.
All the best, everybody. Have a great day, and we hope to hear from you very soon.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Fernanda. Appreciate everything.
Thank you very much, Renee. Thank you.